meññanta programme memminalie GTTV arjuma ni tala woro sita kata tala woro wulakan.
Assalamu alaikum badin lamoir lal al mbadin jiber lal al kan jibe dunia tonkon nano dawad randing alla favorite programme wala meññanta men ka bo ale Gambian Talent TV loko
adina molu ala dunia karba tellem
men na fo man ni kol ma fo ko ni man kuke kutela alaji
man kuke tanatema odo scientist melbe tubabu du jang mo man tora woldi dunia kon
konye jawara itata normale patio diala
mboda men kala ma jawara ma majaya nyini majala ya nyini
ni moye kumandi imam balla faje wayke kasiti
ngamani kaka men fo mamu yani gonko dia ni kuya make kilindi tori mamulia
bitingo like diam tuwa kan la fo ka diamu kan dolla mande akoni sura
akadiamu tuwa akadiamu sura akawla akadiamu angale kawla barnabe angale kawla mara kamen fo baraka diamu le kabulo ko jay bagale ala ko ibama e fo ya ba ha barna haram ko fo wala memma ko re kana apa mbakela de bar kana ke
fi ku fi def lu bax ñu waxal la ko Ibrahima Ba yaa ko def moo tax ñu awoot la nga wo julo lee
jumala ka meññanta programme na fale pa Ousmane Diouf Alhaji Ibrahima Ba mama koto meññanta programme tala woro kata tala woro wulakan arjuma
asalaamaaleykum mbokk yi di leen nuyu rek di leen waxal ne Gambian Talents TV ngeen nekk di seetaan comme nuñ ko dee defee rek isi ñiti ñoo xamante ne ñooñu lañ war a isi waxtaanaa gaay si loo xamante ne si loolu lañ nekk tey ñu amal leen fi Sulayman moom mu doon koo xamante ne new political movement la amee loo xamante ne depuis April lañ ko dooree ñu bàyyi rek ñu waxtaanaa moom laajte ko movement bi lan moo ko inspire ak ñoom lan moo nekk seen vision bi for the Gambia su nekkee am nañ chance to be elected in presidential elections.
Hello viewers, my sincere greetings to everyone, whether in the Gambia or out of the Gambia. I am Sulayman Waan. I'm the president of the Change From movement. The Change From is a political movement that was established in the Gambia about 6 months ago, since April. And it was established by young Gambians, both in the Gambia and abroad.
What inspired this movement?
Thank you so much for that correction. Well, as I said earlier, the movement have been established by young people, both in the Gambia and abroad. We sit down one day, we analyze the situation of the country. We analyze how the country is since independent, that is since 1965 to today. We look at the economic sector, the health sector, agriculture, security, among other areas, and we realize that nothing is going well in this country. Most of the sectors, the empirical development of a nation, most of those sectors are not going well, because we compare the Gambia with other countries like Ghana, we compared with Singapore, we compared with Mauritania, among other countries that have independence around 1960 to 1965. All those countries are ahead of the Gambia. And we are all people, we are all human beings. So why the difference? Why some countries, their economy is far stronger than ours? Why their health sector is better than ours, their agriculture, education, and so on. So we realized that there is a problem. So we decided to make a research on how do we think the country should be developed. So we look at all those sectors and then look at programs and policies of existing political parties and movement, and then we realized that there's no solution. So we come with our own programs and policies. And we believe we wanted to join some political organization, but when we look at their, manifesto, their programs and policies for the country, we were not impressed and we were not satisfied. So what we did was we tried to, develop our own movement called the Change From. We come with our own constitution, our own programs and policies. So, and then we want to contest in the upcoming presidential election, and the whole 2020 2025 to 2028 electoral cycle. Yeah.
We have been seeing that in reports, the party registration in the Gambia here now has been have been increased from 1 million to 2 million. How are you guys going about this fee issue?
Yes, it has not been from 1 million to 2 million, in fact, because it has been from 10,000 to 1 million, from 1 million to 2 million that have been increased. Yes, we don't buy that idea. We don't accept that. That was not the reason why we don't, register a political party. We registered a political movement because that's what we want. There's a reason why we want to go into political movement than a political party. Yes, but increasing the registration fee from $10,000 to $1 million is a big gap. So they were not satisfied with that. They later increase it from 1 million to 2 million. And that was done purposely by the majority, by the dominance in the political landscape, that is the NPP and the United Democratic Party.
How sure are you that they are the ones?
They are the dominance in the parliament.
Okay.
They are the dominance. If not all UDP members, there are certain people of them who supported the idea. One political party cannot decide something in the National Assembly. It must be a unanimous decision, or there are certain number of people from the opposition that will support the ruling party for that to be implemented. If they disagree with that, it will have not happened. Look at the draft constitution, the 2024 draft constitution. The ruling party wanted to pass it, but what happened when the oppositions were not, happy with that? The UDP and other independent candidates, they rejected that. So if that was the same thing, this increment would have not been done. But they are happy with that for a reason. And for us, we don't buy that. We definitely against that, and they will never tolerate this kind of things. Because what happened is they are trying. These are political giants. They are trying to block the, other young people who will come, and that will not. They will not succeed. What they are yearning for, they want to make sure that they are the dominant. They remain dominant in the political landscape, and in the next 10 years. There will be a new politics in the Gambia. Maybe in the next 5 years, the UDP and the NPP will not be dominant in the landscape because we are coming.
What's confident, or what is giving you that confidence to say that in the next 5 years, those two political parties will not be the dominant political parties?
They will not be dominant because we are coming, and we have good programs and policies, but more than them. So we're selling our programs and policies to the Gambian people. The Gambian people are listening to us. We have decent people who listen to people, who listen to politicians. So it's like people have started listening to us. In the next 2-3 months, 4 months, you will see what I'm telling you. There will be changes in the political landscape. The Change Front will be one of the dominant political parties in the country. And there are other political parties also that will dominate the NPP and the UDP. So the political landscape will change, no doubt.
Political manifestos, your visions for the Gambia. You have things like the independence celebration. You are not impressed with it. What is wrong with the way the independence is celebrated in the Gambia?
Yes, that's have been happening for quite a long time. In the era of the UPPP government, independence celebration have been happening. When Jammeh came, he was not celebrating independence, but what he was celebrating was 22nd July, that revolution. That's what he was celebrating. And when these people came, they abandoned that they are celebrating because he is as a waste of resources. In the 2025 independence celebration, the Gambia government spent $100 million on the celebration. What happened was the government invited delegates from all parts of the country, all the 7 administrative regions of the country. They invited just from, the neighboring countries and other African countries came and attended. You see, there were artists invited. There was sound system. There were a lot of people in Banjul. So government spent a lot of money on that independence celebration, $100 million. In fact, initially, political commentators were saying it's $150 million. But the Minister of Information, Dr. Ismail Assisi, made a clarification that it's $100 million. That that we believe is a waste of resources. We have a reform. You have to reform. When we go to State House, we will reform the independence celebration. It will be celebrated, but not the way these people are doing it.
How are you going to do it?
Okay. The change from movement, we are saying there are 3 activities that we'll organize in the independence celebration. Probably those 3 activities will not consume even $200,000. Even that is too much for us. These people are, they spend $100 million, but for us, even $200,000 is too much for us, because what we want to do is, 1, we will not organize that big gathering in the Independence Stadium or in Banjul. What we will do is, the President of the Republic of the Gambia at that time will make a televised statement at State House. We will invite the national broadcaster, that is GRTS. We will do a televised statement acknowledging the struggle of our independent, our freedom fighters. People like Sadauda Kairaba Jawara, Edwin Francis Small, among other people. We'll acknowledge their struggle. We will thank them for the good job that they have done. From there, we will highlight the challenges that we are facing as a country and the way forward. Plus other some other things added in the statement. That's what we will do. After that, we will organize a national dialogue. We will invite government officials will attend it. The private sector will be there. We'll invite the civil society organizations, media, traditional rulers, among other people. Will converge probably at the International Conference Center. We'll converge there and discuss the challenges we are facing and the way forward. The challenges we have been facing since 1965, why we have not reached to the stage of Singapore. We will identify those problems and then come with solutions. From there, some universities in the Gambia, colleges and schools will organize debates. Where we are from, where we are now, and where are we heading to as a country. These are the 3 programs that we will organize. So after that, reports will be drafted and they will be sent to State House, to the government. We will review that and then try to see how we're going to change the current predicaments that are affecting us, the challenges, the constraints that are affecting the Gambians. That's what we believe in. But we don't believe in spending $100 million on independence celebration. We don't believe in spending even more than $200,000 on independence celebration. It's a waste of resources. Why do we have to spend $100 million on independence celebration if we have sick people at home who want to access medical care? They cannot reach the hospital to have medical care. Why do we have to spend $100 million on independence celebration when so many children in this country want to go to school? They cannot go to school because they lack the resources. We have children who want to go to USET, University of Applied Science, Engineering and Technology, to have skills. They cannot go. They are sitting at home, sitting at districts, because there is no money. We have some people who are currently at the University of the Gambia who are trying to defer their courses because they don't have money to continue their education. Why do we have to spend $100 million if our farmers are struggling? Why do we have to spend $100 million on independence celebration if we have poor markets? We see ghosts around the country. You see our mothers and sisters, our brothers and fathers selling at the street because we don't have sufficient markets. Why do we have to spend that $100 million in that? So for us, we are saying we will not spend $100 million on independence celebration. We will take that money and use it for project implementation. There are so many communities in the rural area who don't have community gardening. In the rain season, they do their farming. That's 3 months. After that 3 months, they stay until another 7 months again or more. So we believe that if you should take $50 million from that $100 million, you go to communities maybe in the North Bank region, CR are not, UR are not, at least every community you can spend their $1 million to get a standard borehole. The women of that particular community will have gardening. They will go there and work. The young people who will stay at the Bantabas will go there and work. At the end, they will get something. This is why we said for us, we don't want to spend a lot amount of money, like $100 million on independence celebration. We will use that money for project implementation.
Okay, we have seen political parties or political candidates when going around, maybe even talking to the media, when explaining their manifestos. These are some of the things that they will be telling the Gambians. But we will see that at the end of the day, when elected, it's a different case. We will see different stories at the end of the day. So what assurance are you giving Gambians that if you are elected, or if you are given chance into power, what assurance are you giving Gambians that these things will, not only by saying it, but it will be implemented? Because these are some of the things that Gambians are yearning for, to have. So what assurance are you giving them that these things are going to be implemented?
The movement, that's the change from movement, was established by patriotic citizens, by young people, and some of them sacrificed their jobs. They leave their jobs to go and join the movement. So there is no reason that when we go to power, we will not implement our programs and policies. When we go to power, for us, we are not going there just to be, to be called leaders. We are going to rescue the country. That's what we want. So there is no doubt that when we go to power, we will not compromise with anything with regard to financial mismanagement or, misplaced priorities. We will implement our projects. We will make sure that our programs, our policies are implemented, no doubt. And there are certain people, how do you say, politicians have been going around, giving people, promises that when they go to State House, they will do something. The change from movement is different with other political organizations. As I told you, that some of the activities, our programs and policies we have, there's no other political organization, whether a political party or a movement or independent candidate that have that. We are people who have been in this country. You see, we sacrifice to stay in the Gambia and work for the Gambian people. We could have gone to somewhere else, but we stay here. That shows our sense of nationalism and patriotism. So it's like, for us, we are different. Anything that we have on our programs and policies, when we go to government, we'll implement them. Gambian people, let them not be fooled anymore. When someone is elected, you serve the country for 5 years. If we go to power for 5 years, we don't implement our programs and policies. The Gambian people are here with their powers. What is their power? It's their vote. Let them vote us out. That's what. And when we go to power and we realize that we cannot transform the country, we'll honorably leave. We are not going there just to be called leaders. We are going to work. We sacrifice our positions, our works. Most of us, we are working. We get into politics to make sure that the Gambia is rescued from these current predicaments.
Just like you said, if you are elected into power and Gambians are not impressed with maybe some of the things that you are saying now, you are not implementing them, you will leave willingly.
Yes.
We have seen the current president, the time he was being elected, he said he's a businessman. He's just going to rule for some time and he will leave. And because he's there just to remove the former president. When he's done, when he just arrange some things, he will leave the rest with Gambians and go. But we are seeing a different story. He's not willing, or he's not even stepping down. He's moving and moving forward. Only God knows which reason why. People believe that people are advising him not to get down, even though some Gambians want him to go. Are you saying that you are not going to do the same thing?
That is Adama Barrow and the NPP. But this is the change front. We are quite different. The programs and policies of the change front movement and the programs and policies of the National People's Party are quite different. How we believe a country should be administered and how the President Barrow is administering the country is just like day and night. It's quite different. We have no similarity in any aspect. How he believes a country should be governed and how we believe a country should be governed is quite different.
Yes.
We are different people.
Which I can.
When we go to power, we are not the same with him. For us, we have our programs and policies. We have our constitution. The moment we get to power, the first thing we'll do, the moment we hold the bull by the horn, we will commence work, and we will work to expectation. In the event we cannot deliver, we will leave, because that's our mission there. If we cannot deliver, why should we stay there? And if we go there and we could not deliver, let the government people vote us out. It's very simple.
Let the government people vote them out, as you can hear it from him. We have also seen that you said in one of your party manifestos that the people meet the people too. A lot of money has been spent on it, and the way it's done is not pleasing to you, the change front. What are some of the things that you will change in Meet the People too when you are elected?
Yes, the president's Meet the People too is a legal requirement. The president has been given the powers, the mandate to go around the country to meet the farmers, meet entrepreneurs, and other people to discuss with them, listen to them as well. But the way the government is implementing that, we are not pleased with that. That's not part of our programs and policies.
How do you want it to be done?
The way they are doing it, currently, they spend a lot of money. In the 2024 year, the government spent $30 million on the Meet the People tour, the president's Meet the People tour. In 2025, the budget was increased by 15 million. It's 45 million that they budgeted for that. And the government requested for 50 million, but there was disagreement, and then it was $45 million. Why is it $45 million? Why this huge expenditure on the president Meet the People tour? It's because of the delegation that the president is going with. The president will go more than half. He will go with more than half of the executive, that is the ministers, go with directors, go with managers. We see people who have no role in that Meet the People tour will go there, join the president in the delegation. So now, anyone that the president go with, the expenditure will increase, because what happens is, the more people you go with, the high amount of money you spend. For instance, everyone will be given allowance per diem on daily basis. The fuel, any minister or director or manager or whatsoever is going, you will go with a vehicle, a government vehicle. So that fuel is going to be, is part of the expenditure. From there, they're going outside. Government don't have accommodations there. They're going to rent lodges and hotels within the country, feeding, among other things. So now, the more people you go with, the more money you spend. That's why in the 2024, it was $30 million. They spent $30 million on the Meet the People tour. So in this 2025, the budget allocated for that was $45 million. So we are saying that's too much. The change front, when we get to State House, what we will do is, we will continue the President Meet the People tour, because it's a constitutional requirement. We are mandated to do that. But what we will do is, we will reduce the expenditure by 50%. We will not go with any minister that want to go. We will not go with any director. We will not go with any manager. What we will do is, as a government, what we will do is, we will just try to get ministers that are relevant in the President Meet the People tour. For instance, the Minister of Agriculture, the Minister of Interior, the Minister of Lands, the Minister of Education, and few other ministers will go with the President. Some directors will go, but not everyone will go. So now, if these people are going with 100 people, for us will reduce it to 50 people. We see no reason why some of these ministers are going. We see no reason why some of these directors are going. What is the purpose of the Meet the People tour? the president with the people to, is for the government to talk to the public. That is the president and the ministers. So now a minister who handle a person that have no, who will go there just to sit down without doing anything, you don't need to go. A director who have no role there, don't have to go just to follow the president, just for people to say the president has come with a big delegation. That don't have to happen. For us, we are saying we'll go with limited ministers, limited directors, we'll go and meet the regional governors, the chiefs, and other directors of particular government institutions in the rural area. That's what we will do. But we don't have to, we are not going with a lot of people whereby we spend a lot of money. If government spend $45 million, this government spent $45 million this year. That's the budget allocation. For us, we are saying we'll spend $20 million. Because the Gambia, that is not in the context of Gambian economy. Spending $45 million on the president with the people, though, it's not in the context of Gambian economy. Because what happened is, the Gambia is a poor country. You cannot spend what even the wealthy nations are not spending. So we have to be financially disciplined. And that's what we lack. This government is financially indisciplined. They spend, the way they spend money is like more than even the UK, France, and other people. So we said for us, we are coming to make sure that we spend money based on Gambian economy.
Okay, that's what you are saying. Yeah. When it comes to other things also you mentioned, that is the positions of some people in government, that is some of the ministers, the positions they are holding. Some of them are not good in where they are. They are not working the way they should. They are not good enough. They are not capable of holding those positions. And when you are into power, you will make sure people that are relevant or people that are worth of positions will be fixed there, not just a mere person. Changing of ministers from one position to another. What is your concern about that? How are you going to work with that?
Yes, I have been monitoring this government since inception. I'm a journalist by profession, and I have worked in the media for about 10 years. And I monitor how this government have been working and how the ministers are appointed, how advisors are appointed, and other directors. But I have seen the government have not been fair to the public. The government have not been giving people the position where they should be. Because there are certain people who have been compensated because they help the president a lot in terms of politics. But they are not taken to the place where they should be. Okay. Looking at the Ministry of Agriculture is one of the empirical development of every nation. It's one of the most important ministries because it deals with food security. But the Minister of Agriculture has no background on agriculture. He has zero background in agriculture. You go to the Minister of Defense right now, who was a classroom teacher. From there to Secretary General of Teachers Union, Gambia Teachers Union. He was there, appointed the Minister of Trade. From the Minister of Trade to the Minister of Defense, he have no military background. And we have experts in this country who are able to fill those positions. From there, you go to the Minister of Works, Minister of Transport, Works and Infrastructure. That's Ibrahim Silla. He's a journalist like me. So you go to the advisors to the president. These are some people who don't understand issues, and these are one of the most important positions in this country because they are expected to advise the president to do the right thing. So if they are given positions that they should not hold, if they lack integrity or they are not fit to be there, obviously they're putting the country into danger. So we are saying, for us, when we get to power, when the change from get to power, we will make sure that every ministry is manned by an expert. We will make sure that the Ministry of Agriculture, there's an expert on agriculture. We have a lot of them here. We have a lot of PhD holders and people who have masters, and some people who have been working in the Ministry of Agriculture for more than 30 years. They know everything with regard to agriculture, horticulture, animal husbandry, anything that you think of. They know that. But the president did not give them the opportunity to go and do the job for the country. You go to the Ministry of Defense, we have experts, people who have been in the military for years. They resigned from the military. And those are intellectuals. They could have been the right people to be the Minister of Defense. Okay, you go to other sectors like works, transport works and infrastructure. We have experts on that, both in the Gambia and abroad. So it's like those are the kind of people that should be given those positions. So now, for instance, if the ministers of defense are invited for an international conference, and then our minister who have no background in military is represented the Gambia, how will you see that? If that person represents the Gambia, it's like it's putting us, at same. He cannot be able to perform there. He cannot say there anything when he is interacting with people who have been in the field for 30 years, 40 years. People who have been gone up to the rank of general. So it's like he's interacting with those people. When there's a debate, when there's discourse, he cannot be able to perform. And that's a disgrace for the country. So we are saying, when we get to power, every field, every institution, every ministry will be manned by an expert on that particular area. That's what we are saying. That's how a country should be developed.
When you look at the issue of the Attorney General of the Gambia, that is Modu Sise.
Auditor General.
Yeah, Auditor General. We have seen his issue being removed from his position, asking him to go for another position, and he's saying no. Well, how do you see that issue?
Yes, I don't want to delve much into that because it's a legal issue. They have already gone to court, but we believe the government have not done what they're supposed to do because there are certain institutions that are independent, and the president have to allow those institutions to be independent and to operate independently.
You said the government they have done something that they should have not done. What could have they done?
They could have allowed him to stay there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Instead of bringing in someone else.
Yes.
Okay, let's go ahead with your party manifestos. You can still tell the people what are some of the other things that maybe you will bring in, or some of the things that you want to sell out to them for them to rally behind you.
Yes, and the other thing that I want to tell the government people is about the vehicle policy. There's a vehicle policy that have been, here since Jammeh's era, and then these people came. The same thing continue. The vehicle policy is saying every minister is entitled to 2 vehicles. 1, an official vehicle. 2, a utility car. The official vehicle is for the minister to work with, to use that vehicle to execute his functions as a minister from his home to his office and to go around the country for government activities. And the other one is for his children and his wife. That is the utility car. So now, for us, we have problem with all these 2. The policies that they have and our policies are quite different. The official vehicles that every minister is using in this country is too expensive. But right now, all the vehicles that the ministers are using are costing from $8 million to $10 million. From $8 million to $10 million, that's what they are driving. And the Gambia is a poor country. It's a country where you see some people sitting at home, want to go to hospital to get medical attention, but they cannot go due to financial constraint. You see some people who stay at home, want to go to school, they cannot go because they don't have the financial, they are not financially strong to go to school. You see some people who are sitting at home, they don't have anything to do. So now we believe don't have to spend $8 million on a vehicle for a minister.
Okay.
That's what we are saying. We said the change front, when we get to government, we will make sure that no cabinet minister will drive a vehicle more than $4 million. Any vehicle that we purchase, it will be 4 million below. And we are saying, when we get to power in 2026, all these expensive vehicles that the ministers are driving will be sold, and we will replace them with vehicles that are in the context of government economy. Now the money that we gain from those vehicles will be used for project implementation. We are saying the utility car program will be removed. We don't have that in our programs. We are saying if a minister wants his children and his wife or wives to drive vehicles, you have to buy vehicles for them. We will take all those vehicles and give them to institutions that don't have sufficient mobility. We have certain institutions in this country that find very difficult to execute their function for the fact that they don't have vehicles.
Which
sufficient
institutions
vehicles.
like?
I don't want to disclose some of the institutions. At some point, I discussed with someone who mans or who is working in one of the public institutions. He told me that the whole of their institution was having one vehicle at that time, about 3 to 4 months ago. At that time, he was having only one vehicle. The entire institution, it was only the Director General that was having vehicle. The rest of the staff, when they want to go on official missions, they either rent a taxi or join a commercial vehicle. Why do we have to accept that if ministers, wives and children are enjoying their utility vehicles? We are saying we'll take all those vehicles and we remove them from their hands and give them to the government institutions that don't have sufficient mobility. Not only that person, there are so many institutions. Some institutions have vehicles, but it's not sufficient. You will see a senior government official, or not, if you don't know that much senior, but who is working hard, doesn't have vehicle.
But these things has been happening long time ago. So how are you guys going to implement these things to see that it works?
It will work. We have that policy. If it is a law, it will be amended. If it is just a mere policy, we commit our policies. Anything in this country can be changed. For example, when this government came to power, there was a age limit for the presidency, but it was amended. Not so, because they wanted to amend that. So anything that the government is not pleased with in the constitution, they will try to remove it. So we are saying, as a political movement, when we get to power, we will not tolerate with financial unnecessary expending. We will not be unjust to the public. A minister should not be driving a very expensive vehicle while we have so many projects that need to be implemented. There are so many public institutions that are renting. Currently, the Ministry of Gender is renting. NYC is an institution under the Ministry of Youth and Sport is renting. NEDI, National Enterprise Development Initiative, is renting. Food safety is renting. The Standard Bureau is renting. All these institutions are renting. So why should cabinet minister be driving expensive vehicles if we don't have even our own structures where government officials will work?
That's a question. That's a big question, and we hope that you guys will implement them.
We will.
When it comes to the media in the Gambia, you also talked about the changes we are going to implement when it comes to the media.
Media is one of the most important institutions in the country. The media is regarded as the fourth estate or the fourth organ of government. Normally we have 3 organs. We have the executive, we have the legislature and the judiciary. If there is another organ, then it's the media. It's the media that does the check and balances. So now, the Gambian media is poor. In any country, if the media is weak, it is an advantage to the government because the media cannot be able to hold the government to account. I have been in the media for about 10 years, and I had people saying, if government subvert the media, it will control the media. I disagree with that. Gambian media, most of Gambian, the media chiefs and the journalists, the editors, most of them are not financially stable. Some people are in the media to satisfy the public. There are so many people who don't know that, but there are certain people in the media, they are in the media to satisfy the public. In certain public institutions, when they go there, they receive lucrative salary than in the media. When they go to the private sector, they receive salary, more lucrative salary than what they are receiving in the media. If you get to your personal business, you get more money, more than what you are getting in the media. But people are in the media to serve the public. So therefore, those people need to be respected. Media is one of the most sensitive fields in the world. It's very sensitive. So now, what we are saying is, the media need to be subvented. The government need to allocate an amount of money for the media on a yearly basis. It will not, but also will guarantee the media its independence. Because what we are saying is, if the media is financially weak, there are certain people who will control it. There are so many economic enterprises, businesses, that the media, even if they do something wrong, the media will not capture that. Why? Because those people are pumping money into the media. But if the media is financially independent, it will hold government to account. It will also account any other person in the country. It will not mind whether you give us advice or not. So
we have been seeing media trying their best into holding government accountable.
Yes.
But we have also seen events where when media is trying their level best to hold government to account or to bring to the people what they need to know about what is happening in their country, they are being stopped by the same government. We have been seeing protests where media personnel have been arrested, tear gassed, and all sort of that. So what changes are you guys bringing when it comes to those kind of areas?
We have very good programs on those things. We will try to. We have packages for the media. One, capacity building. The journalists will make sure, the government will make sure that the journalists are given the needed skills and knowledge. Will be given programs where they can able to train. Because right now, yes, the Gambia Press Union is doing a great job. Every now and then here there's a program and then they are building journalist capacity. But they also need resources to do that. So what we will do is we will train the journalists on those things in terms of conflict, how to cover conflict. We will do that. But also, we will make sure we have professional security force. We have a professional police force where a police force that will respect the rule of law, a police force that will respect journalists. Journalists are one of the most important people because I believe a country without government can be compromised, but a country without media cannot work. So now what we are saying is we will make sure that the media is well respected. We will make sure that the draconian laws in the constitution are removed. There are media draconian laws that were existing in Jammeh's time are still in the 1997 constitution. They have not been amended. When this government came to power, they do the age limit for president. They amended that. And there are so many other laws that have been amended. But the media draconian laws, the Gambia Press Union have been pressing the government to make sure those laws are amended. They are not. So when we get to power, the first thing we'll do, we'll amend the media draconian laws, 1. 2, we'll subvent the media. 3, we'll work hand in hand with the Gambia Press Union to make sure that the Gambian journalists are protected. They are also given the needed skills and knowledge. Because when we come to the subvention, we want to subvent the media. But if we are to subvent the media, there is a program for that. The media subvention is like it will be controlled. The money will be taken to the Gambia Press Union, and then every media house will be, listed. So every media house will have its allocations on a yearly basis. So that money will make the media to be independent. It will make the media to be stronger, because media is very expensive. Camera is expensive. Even a recorder that the print media is using is expensive. Computers is expensive. Printing is expensive. So now what we will do is we will make sure that every media house have allocation, and that money will help the media to be independent. If a particular businessman, is using money to control the media or a certain media house, that financial allocation for the media will try to block that, because if a media house have money, when they have money, they don't have to bother what someone is giving them. They don't have to bother much on advertisement, because there are so many companies. If they are giving adverts to the media, you don't have to write against them. Even if they don't tell you not to write against us, for you will think of the benefits you're getting from them. But if you know the government have given a subvention of $5 million, for example, is sitting in your account, it's that $5 million safe in your account, your reporters will be given lucrative salary. They will have the needed materials. You will have mobility. Your reporters will be going anywhere they want in the country to get information. So you will see, we'll get quality information. We'll hold government to account. We'll hold the private sector to account. We'll try to hold every citizen of the country to account. But if the media is weak, you cannot do that. If there's no money, you cannot send someone to Brikama to get information. Investigation is one of the most important things, but it's very expensive. So if you don't have money, you can assign your reporters to investigate. So we want to when we come to power, we will empower the media to the core.
When it comes to Pura also, you have listed some things about it.
Yes, I work a story about the high cost of internet service in the Gambia. That was around 2022 to 2023, and that was the story that that I filed to the Gambia Press Union, and I was nominated for the 2022 to 2023 GPU Night Award. So what people are advocating now about the high cost of internet service, this is something that I have been doing, or this is something that I have done, you see. And Gambian did not act at that time, but now they started acting. So what happened was, I am a journalist. I have been going around listening to people complain about the high cost of internet service. So I decided to get into the market to interview business people. I interview people who have, their sons and daughters in abroad, because they always communicate with them, via WhatsApp and other things. So I interview online media houses and a lot of people. So they all complain about the high cost of internet service. From there, I went to internet service providers, Pura, and then Ibrahim Silla was the minister. So that story made an impact. But I realized that Pura, during that interview, I realized that there are certain materials that they lack. You see? So we are saying, when we get to power, we will make sure that the Pura, Public Utility Authority, will make sure that they have the needed expertise, the needed human resources, who have technical know-how, and also they have the needed materials to monitor the internet service providers, to monitor the GSM operators. So that's what we are saying in our manifesto. We will make sure that internet service is cheaper in the Gambia than any other country.
Internet service will be cheaper in the Gambia more than any other countries, as he said. When it comes to other things, relevant things in the Gambia here, apart from the ones we already talked about, what are some of the things also you are looking up to change when you come into power?
The moment we get to State House, one of the things that we'll work on is economic transformation. The reason why we get into politics is we have make a research about Gambian economy and other sectors. Since independence to now, we realized that the economy is not booming. So we try to get a model, economic transformation model. We have 2 economic transformation models that we want to implement in this country. And when those models are implemented, the country can be like Singapore. Because what happens is our economy is very poor. The state-owned enterprises are dying. They are on the verge of dying. And that's why government is in fact trying to privatize most of those institutions. So what are the state-owned enterprises? We have the GPA that have been already given to a Turkish company. You see? So we also have Gamtel, Gamcel, we have the National Petroleum Company, we have NAVEC and other things. So now for us, we are coming to economic model transformation. We have a long-term economic transformation model. We have short-term economic transformation model. The short-term economic transformation model and the long-term economic transformation model will go together. They will be in operation simultaneously. Let me start with the short-term economic transformation model. That's what we call the transformation and revival of the state-owned enterprises, transformation and revival of the private sector. We have youth empowerment and debt ceiling legislature. These are the things that we will do. Now, when we come to revival of the state-owned enterprises, most of the state-owned enterprises are not performing. Instead of them producing money, they are losing. GPA has already gone. The Gambia Port Authority is in a concession agreement with Al Barak company. This is a Turkish company. And the agreement is 30 good years. They will do the logistics. They brought their materials. They do their construction and other works. They run the day-to-day affairs of the port in 30 years. And government, the Al Barak company will get 70%. The Gambia government will get 30%. That's from now to 30 years. Okay. But now for us, we are saying that when we come to power, we will try to transform the state-owned enterprises, like the GPA will transport it, will transform it. You come to NAVEC. NAVEC, we will try to transform NAVEC to become a vibrant national water and electricity company. We will provide them with the needed human resources, experts, to run the day-to-day affairs of the company.
How are you going to implement that?
How are we going to implement that? We have experts. We have experts in engineering. We have experts in whatsoever NAVEC is doing in this country. And others are outside. So we'll make sure that we bring those people. When we bring them, they will work to revive this company. And also we'll invest on NAVEC. We'll make sure they have the needed machines. For that of NAVEC, we have 3 programs for NAVEC. NAVEC rely on engines, that's machines to generate electricity.
When it comes to financial NAVEC, don't you think that NAVEC, this current government, is not financing them enough for them to work the way they should?
Yes, NAVEC have been financed, both the government and other institutions. We have seen a lot of their programs from the World Bank, but yet it could not deliver well because there is something wrong somewhere else.
What do you think could be? Yeah.
That we need to know, and then when we regularize this, that's why I'm saying we'll try to get the right people to NAVEC, the right people with the technical know-how and honest to go to NAVEC. We'll try to invest money on NAVEC, and also we'll invite other investors because NAVEC alone find very difficult to provide the needed electricity and water to the entire Gambia. So now what we are saying is we will invest on NAVEC to make sure that they get the needed machines and also get the human resources. But from there, we have we'll introduce solar energy and the wind energy. In the coastal area, we have from Bakau up to Katong. It's a very windy area. So we can have wind energy there. We can have wind energy that will supply a lot of parts of the urban area. So when we go to other parts of the country, like the LRR, we have CRR, URR, which is so shiny, almost 12 months shiny. Those areas will try to have solar energy. So when we have solar energy, that solar energy will supply those parts of the country. We have a company here called Ball Association. Ball Association is a solar company that provide energy to the country. What they do is they come to your compound, they give you solars, they give you their machines, and also you buy cash power from them. They have a meter, you buy cash power from them. So now, if you have that company, you don't have to spend much money. You don't have to buy cash power from NAWEC. You don't have to use NAWEC anymore. But you will have 724 electricity. So now we'll empower those companies to make sure that they provide the needed energy to other parts of the country. We'll also try to bring other companies like wind energy. We'll bring private sectors who will work hand in hand with NAWEC to make sure we have the needed energy. So from there, you go to Gamtel, you go to Gamcel. Recently, I heard that I was reading a story that there's a Gambian farm that want to invest a lot of money on NAWEC to revive it. Yes, but for us, what we are saying is, when we get to power, we will make sure that Gamcel is empowered. When you look at Gamcel, you look at QCell, you look at Africell, you know that those companies perform better than Gamcel. And
why do you think those companies are performing well?
Yeah, these are private sectors. These are owned by individuals or families. Why should they perform better than a company that is owned by the state? You know that there's something wrong somewhere else. One, there is no investment. Two, the human resources. And most of the time is investment. So we'll make sure that NAWEC is transformed to a standard company that will compete the private institution like QCell, Gamcel, QCell, Comium, and Africell. From there, you go to the national Gambian National Petroleum Company. You compare it with Jar Oil. You know the Jar Oil functions more than it. So you know that there's something wrong somewhere else. If a company owns by an individual perform better than a state-owned enterprise, you know that there's something wrong in that company. There's something wrong in Gamcel that need to be known, that we need to know, and try to solve the problem. What is that? They lack the finance. Not the human resources, but it's the finance. We will make sure that Gamcel is financed, is giving the needed resources and materials to function well. Okay, from there, we have also other companies like Gampos and other things. All those companies will be revived. You see. So now, apart from there, we also create our own state-owned enterprises. Different with this, we have that in plan. We have Gambian National Rice Production Company that we want to establish in our manifesto. We have it there. So we are saying the government will have a rice producing enterprise that will involve in cultivation of rice. We have the land. You go to CRR, you go to URR, you go to NBR, you see large area of land, especially CRR, that are uncultivated, that have not been cultivated for the past 20 years, 30 years.
How is this? How are you guys planning to work this thing out?
What we are planning is we want to have a prestata, an enterprise, a company that's belong to the state. We will finance it, and they will do the rice production. They will cultivate the rice, do everything, mill it, sell the rice here. We will make sure that Gambian rice, the price of rice, gone down. When we have our own company that is producing rice, we will minimize the exportation, and we'll sell that rice in cheaper price. So that we are saying. We are also coming with other, both local and international companies owned by the state. We are saying the Gambian National Petroleum Company will be transformed to a Tule International. Tule International will be a company, oil company, that will be in the Gambia. We'll have several branches in the Gambia. We'll also have branches in countries like Nigeria, Senegal, Burkina Faso, Cote d'Ivoire, that is Ivory Coast, and others. So we will have branches in those countries. Those countries will have managers there. But the managing director of that particular company will be in the Gambia. So we'll have country manager of Tule in Nigeria, country manager of international Tule in Senegal, country manager international Tule of Guinea-Bissau, among others. So now 75% of those employees will be in those particular countries. But we'll have some Gambians who will go and work there. So from there, we'll have another company called Tabak Enterprise. Tabak Enterprise will be a construction and building materials company. We will have stores in the Gambia where we sell building materials, We sell them in the Gambia here. And also we do construction. We have a construction company that will work in the Gambia. So from there, the company also will have branches in other parts of the world. So it will be a government that does business. Because we don't have natural mineral resources. We don't have to be just a tax-based country. We have to get into business to make money. We will have branches in Senegal. We have branches in Nigeria, probably in other parts of Africa and other part of the world. And those monies, every year, 50% of the profit made in Senegal, in Nigeria, in Burkina Faso and other countries will be returned to the Gambia for project implementation. That's how we are thinking. We are talking about having a Rafetna supermarket. That Rafetna supermarket will have branches in the Gambia and other parts of the country, other part of the world. So that's how we are planning to make sure that we revive the Gambian economy. We have seen countries that succeeded in that way. We will empower the private sector, but we will also get into business, both locally and internationally, whereby we generate a lot of income. We do it for project implementation. So now we are talking about private sector development. The private sector is weak. If the government is not supporting the private sector, it will be weak. If the private sector is weak, tax generation will be lower.
How would you describe the current government private sector? How do you think they are working?
It's poor. We have seen Gambian companies dying in this country. If the government cares the private sector, it will have not allow those companies to die or to struggle. So we are saying we will establish, we will ensure private sector development. So in the private sector development, we will have a unit at the Ministry of Trade.
What will this unit be doing?
That will support the private sector. It will be a unit, a bank of experts on business, on various areas. So they will support the private sector. If any company is struggling, we will not leave the company alone to die. What we will do is we will intervene. We will send the bank of experts to that particular company. They will talk to them, provide them with the needed training and capacity building to make sure that they know. One, they will do research to know what is the problem of that company. From there, we will provide training for that particular company, maybe 6-month trainings for the management and the staff to understand the work they are doing. From there, we will have investment bank. That investment bank will be there to support those particular companies, to support the private sector. So now, if that company is about to collapse, we will provide them the needed training. We will also help them to get loan from banks. We will guarantee them to have loans from banks, and that company will survive. It will expand its business, employ a lot of young people, pay more tax to government. So that's in the interest of the government.
If that company takes that loan from the bank, are they going to pay back?
They will pay. The government will be the guarantor. So the government, the particular company will pay because it has.
Who are they paying to? Are they paying to the government or are they paying to back to the government?
They want to pay to the investment bank, because what happens is government have already made a research and realized there are loopholes.
So now what happened to that bank? If they take that money from that bank, is that not taking that bank down?
No, it will not. All these banks give loans. Any bank you see in here give loans.
Yeah, I know they give loans,
yes.
But how is that going? Is it not going to affect that bank internally?
It will not.
It will not.
Yes.
So that money will be taken back to that unit you are talking about.
Yes.
How is that unit going to use that money?
No. What I'm saying is, we'll have a unit at the Ministry of Trade who are experts on business, but those people are paid by the government. They are employees of the government. So now, if any institution, any private company that has problem, those experts will go and make a research the problem that they have. They will go and after that, making that research, they will identify the problems. They will go and train them how to solve those problems, give them the needed skills and knowledge. After that, if it is a financial issue, a company can struggle without financial issues. Maybe there will be other problems, technical problems. So now, if it is financial issue that they have, the government will support them, will guarantee them by having loans. When they have loans, they'll continue operation. When they continue operation, they will employ more young people, expand, pay more tax to government. That is in the interest of the government. We have seen companies right now that are struggling here.
Companies
so government is leaving them like that.
Companies like what?
Look at the Jawel rice production in Baya, in the Salmon District Center River Region North. The company nearly failed. There are certain problems. And that company employs a lot of young people. And when they have rice, their intention is to scale down the price of rice. But the company is struggling because government does not know how to help them. So we are saying when we come to power, we will not allow any company to struggle. The private sector will make sure that we revive it. We will make sure that we have an investment bank in this country because there are certain young people who have business ideas. They cannot finance themselves. So if there's an investment bank, you have business idea, someone have business idea, you go to the bank, someone guarantee you, the bank give you loan, you go and implement your project. That's what we are talking about. If a company is about to die as a result of financial constraints, you go to the bank, you take a loan, you continue your work. So that's what we are talking about. Apart from there are certain young people who are into business, but they have not been supported. So we are saying we will make sure those young entrepreneurs are supported. If you are into poultry production, you have 2,000 bahts. What the government will do is, we will try to link you with the department, that unit at the Ministry of Trade, who will come and identify the problems you have, give you the needed training, the needed technical know-how on poultry production, management, and other things. So now after that, government will give you a grant, will provide a grant. So you will have the grant. In that grant, government will give you land, will provide land for you, give you the finance, and also will not leave you like, will monitor you. If you are having 2,000, if that poultry producer was having 2,000 bahts, can increase up to 30,000 bahts, that person will employ more young people to help him, will pay more tax. So that is in the interest of the government. It's in the interest of the state. So if someone is into onion production, we do the same thing. Government will go and look at that particular guy, give him the needed training, give him grant to expand his onion production.
After everything is done, like you said, everything is in the interest of the government. Yeah. Like you said, if you are into power, how is the government going to pay back? Or how is the government going to show that all these people that are being helped, if the finance come back to the government, how best is your government going to use that finance to get it back to the people again?
Thank you very much. It's grant that is given to certain young people in onion production, in poultry production, in other technical work, maybe media house. You want to operate a media house, government support you. Okay, you also want to get into banana production, government support you. We support people on various areas, especially in the food, food chain. So now, when we support you with grant, we will not leave you with the money alone. Government will monitor you. There are business experts at the Ministry of Trade. That unit will be supporting you, will be monitoring you. You don't have to misuse the resources. Though it's yours, but you don't have to misuse it. He will support you. guide you until you are established. If you are established, you will employ more young people, which is the responsibility of the government to employ more young people. So now we come with that program to employ more young people. That particular business person employ more young people. And then you pay tax. If you are paying 5,000, after the grant, you expand your business, you can be paying $50,000 or $100,000, which is in the interest of the country. So now government will be generating more income, more revenue. So that revenue will be used for project implementation, but also we'll have another grant. That grant will go to other young people because you have already succeeded. The particular young people that we support have already been succeeded. Now in the subsequent year, we'll try to target other 5 young people or other 10 young people. We'll try to upgrade those people also. We give them the grant. We give them the training. We help them with the market. Because we have problem with market in the Gambia here. We have one of the biggest poultry factory and biggest poultry farm in the sub-region. But it has not been utilized because of the market. You go to Empas in Farato. I visited there about 2 years ago. They have the capacity to produce more chicken legs and eggs, but they limited it because of the market. The Senegalese are invading our market.
Okay, when it comes to that, people are some vendors are complaining that some of the things are done by Senegalese. They are dominating our market and all sort of that. When you come into power, how are you going to handle a situation like that?
We are saying we will empower Gambian young people with the needed skills and knowledge on entrepreneurship. So now when we empower them, when we will take a lot of young people to USET and other institutions in the country, we'll empower young people with skills. When we empower them with skills, we'll come with grants, give them grants, they go and work, they get into the market to work. So in 5 years, 10 years, we start dominating the market. Right now, our market has been dominated by foreigners. So because our young people have not been given the needed skills and knowledge to operate. So now when we empower our young people with the needed skills and knowledge, we give them grants, they will get into the market. They will be selling. Some people will open their own businesses. So now, as time goes, we will dominate the media, we will dominate the market. Let me give you one example. At some point when I was going to school, most of our teachers, we go to Armitage where I was, about 75% of the teachers were Nigerians and Ghanaians. But the Gambia College came with a program called BESPO. They were training a lot of young, a lot of teachers. And many Gambians started going to the Gambia College, to university to learn. So now both our schools is dominated by the Gambians. So when we empower the young people with the needed skills, we empower them in terms of in entrepreneurship. In 5 years, 10 years, we will dominate the market. Right now, most of the technicians, the builders, that's construction. You go to refrigeration technicians, you get carpenters, you have tailors. It's dominated by foreigners because our young people have not been given the needed skills and knowledge to operate on those areas. But we are saying, when we get to power, we'll try to train more young people on every sector, and they give them grants to go to the market and work.
We will leave you to tell Gambians your visions for them, if you are given.
Yes, apart from this area, we also have, we were talking about the short-term economic transformation model. Now let's go to the long-term economic transformation model. In the long-term economic transformation model, we are talking about providing human capital. That's human capital development. So that human capital development will start from the womb of a mother to the field. How are we going to do that? We will make sure that the pregnant women are given the needed health care, the needed foods to make sure that they produce healthy children. And in that, we will make sure that children that are going to nursery schools are also given the needed education and food to make sure that they are sharp. So if that happens, from nursery school, you go up to junior school, primary school. From primary school, you go to junior school. from junior school, we start specialize. Right now, you go to junior school, I think doing about 6-7 subjects. You go to senior school, at some point, you see some people doing offering 10 subjects, 13 subjects. So now we are saying we will try to empower, to change the educational system. In the grade 7, by grade 7, we'll start specializing. Someone who want to be a medical doctor, you go to grade 7, you do English, you offer English and maths, with a core subjects.
But
do general science.
We have seen that sometimes it's very difficult for students, for them to know what they want to do at that grade. That's grade 7.
Yes.
So how is that going to work? Hope that's not going to be a pressure on students.
No, it's not going to be a pressure on students. What happens is, by grade 7, the children can be able to think. So what we will do is, and the teachers also know the children through their results. So what we will do is, we'll try to take a particular class that you know that those people will try to offer science. So they will do English, maths, general science, and a religion subject, plus constitutional education. We will do that. So now, those 5 subjects, that person will do them from grade 7 to grade 10. When you reach to grade 10, you already did general science at your junior school. You did English, maths, a religious subject, and constitutional education. When you get to grade 10, now you know maths is diverse, science is diverse. We have physics, we have chemistry, we have biology. So now when you get to grade 10, you try to take one, either chemistry. You take, for example, you want to go to the medical field. We want to recruit you to go to the medical field. We will give you a chance to offer chemistry, maths, English, constitutional education, and a religious subject. Instead of doing 10 subjects, 13 subjects, you do only 5 subjects. So now you're doing English to get to understand the language. You're doing maths to understand calculation and other things. But your target is chemistry. You want to be a nurse, or you want to be a doctor. So now, from grade 10 to grade 12, you only do these 5 subjects. And your major target is chemistry. From grade 10 to 12, you must clear the chemistry. When you get clear the chemistry, and what are you thinking ahead? It's university. And when you get to the university, you will either do medication or you do nursing.
How is this going to develop or contribute? This structure, how is it going to develop?
Develop? Because what happens is, at grade 7, people will start getting specialization, especially on science. Grade 7, some people will do science, others, some people will, a lot of young people will do science, you see, and agriculture. So when you reach to grade 10, you either do chemistry, physics, agriculture, and biology. So when you reach to when you graduated from there, straight you go to either professional studies or you go to the university, you acquire skills. So when you get those skills, you will get into the market. You will be marketable both in the Gambia and abroad. So you will see we'll have a lot of nurses, we'll have a lot of doctors, we have a lot of engineers, a lot of mechanics, a lot of tailors, we have a lot of woodwork. Even woodwork, some people will specialize there from grade 7 and metalwork. So you see when people graduate, maybe in 6 years, that's from grade 7 to grade 12, in 6 years, we'll have a lot of people that offer chemistry, who are going to do nursing, physics, engineering, mechanic, and other things. We have a lot of people who specialize on metalwork, that's welding, woodwork, carpentry. By grade 12, even if they stop at grade 12, they can able to work because they have stay in that particular field for 6 years. Now you just go to university to advance your education. When you reach to the university, you will see a lot of people, a lot of areas like the tailoring. You will have a lot of tailors. You will have a lot of carpenters. We have a lot of weldermen, and we'll dominate the industry. So that's how we do our long-term economic transformation model called the human capital development.
Thank you so much for coming and talking about your party manifesto. It was a fruitful discussion with Sulayman, the president for the political movement called the Change Front. This is Gambian Talents TV. Thank you so much for watching. till next time again.
Menyanta programu memminalie GTTV arjuma ni tala woro sita kata tala woro wulakan.
Assalamu alaikum badin lamoir lal al mbadin jiber lal al kan jibe dunia tonkon nano dawa dranding alla favorite programme ole menyanta menka bo ale Gambian Talent TV loko
adina molu ala e dunia karba telle
men na fo man kol ma foko ni man kuke kutela alaji
man kuke tanatema odo sayndi melbe tubabu du jang mo man tora woldi dunia kon
konye jawara itata normale patio diala
mboda men kala ma jawara ma majaya nyini majala ya nyini
ni moye kumandi imam balla faje weke kasiti
ngamani kaka men fo imam yani gonko dia ni kuya make kilindi tori mamulia
bitingo like diam to akan la foka diamu kan dolla mande akoni sura
akadiamu to akadiamu sura akawla akadiamu angale kawla barnabe angale kawla mara ka men fo baraka diamu yende ka buloko jay bagale ala ko